What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Freaking Pipes. It's Friday. Love me Fridays. I love me Fridays. Friday, February 27th, 2026. It is 5:42 in the morning. On my way to the shop. A little interesting, coincidence event occurred about 20-something minutes ago. No, more than that. More like 45 minutes ago. I cracked open my eyes from my nice soft bed, sleep number 45 on the I-7. Soft pillow. 62 degrees in the room. Crack open my eyes and it's 5:11. I'm like, all right, the alarm's gonna go off at 5:30. I can get up now. I grab in the phone. It starts going off, ringing, and it's a service call, emergency service call. So I send them a text that I'll call you back in about 15 minutes. Get a response. Great! Wow, okay, awesome. So, I wake up. I walk the dogs. I call back the emergency service call, and they got a Rinnai tankless combi with an error 170. So I Googled it. Like Rinnai Error 170. Ignition failure. I'm like, okay. So she says she resetted it. And it's not working. I'm like, all right. Daniel's been here. I was like, I got you. I'm going to send Daniel to you this morning. Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. I was like, I got you. And then she goes, I appreciate you. I'm like, oh my God, where the fudge did this I appreciate you stuff come from? I've noticed lately, people have been saying this. I appreciate you. By the way, I just saw 3 With Pride HVAC trucks. With Pride is a company. With Pride. They're a company here on Long Island, and it used to be based in the 5 towns. I think they're based somewhere else, but I just saw 2 bigger trucks go northbound on Peninsula, and 1 just go northbound on West Broadway. They must start early. Damn. With Pride. With being early at the butt crack of dawn. Woo! Anyway. This I appreciate you stuff. I don't get it. I appreciate you. Let me tell you something, folks. I appreciate each and every single one of you. So, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh my God, I cracked myself up. Guys, I am very looking forward to March 9th and March 10th. And then also, I think it's the 15th, 16th, 17th, or 14th, 15th, 16th of March for ACiQ. So if you guys don't know, March 9th at 6:30 p.m. I will be at a meet and greet hosted by ACiQ at the Troll Pub. That's right, folks. The Troll Pub at the Wheelhouse in Dayton, Ohio, starting at 6:30 till whenever. Let's get wrecked together. And let's get wrecked to be socially wrecked. Let's not get wrecked and bang each other's wives and girlfriends, what have you. No, let's just get wrecked. Okay? Have some fun. Monday, March 9th, 2026, 6:30 p.m. at the Troll Pub. I hate it when the freaking... You know what? And I take care of these guys, man. The sanitation people. I take care of them. You can't push the dumpsters back where they belong. Come. Oh, I thought I put it in park. Isn't that messed up? You see, that took about 15 seconds. Why couldn't these garbage men put it back where they belong? It would take not that much more momentum to do that. Come on, guys. Can you please put it back? I tip you guys multiple times a year. Just make my life a little bit easier in the morning. Come on. Anyway. At least the ice is and snow is melting. Oh, man. We finally cleared the parking lot yesterday, or 2 days ago. There was a pile of snow here, I swear. There was a pile of snow. Oh, come on, folks. Okay, so folks, you know what time it is. It's Friday. I love me Fridays. Hey, Penny. I'm talking to you, Penny, and Nicole, or Tyler, or anyone over at ACiQ. You know, you guys are a sponsor of the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy Charitable Organization. Why don't we have a poster with you on the wall? ACiQ. Hello? Can we put a poster up there, a banner? On the corporate wall? You put you on top because you guys are like... You guys are the shit, by the way. I love it. Absolutely love my ACiQs. Love it. All right, let me get situated. Hit you in the rebound. All right, folks. The maintenance agreement war board. We are so close to hitting 300 active maintenance agreements with the company, which is 14.85% to our goal. 300 will be 15% to the goal of 2,000 active maintenance plans. We're doing better this week than last week. Daniel signed up 3. James and I have both signed up 4 each. Janine with nothing yet, and Derek also with nothing. I decided we're going to do payouts on a weekly basis because I realized that if I pay out daily with Zelle, there's limits on how much you can Zelle or how many times you can use Zelle. So we're now doing it once a week. It also allows for buyer remorse, which we haven't talked about, but let's say someone cancels after we sign them up a few days later or the next day or even later that day. They don't get their full refund. You know, we're going to claw back the discounts that we gave for having that maintenance agreement sign up, and then we'll cancel their plan. So that's how that works. As far as when charges get declined, I have 2 of them right now. One has been ghosting us and for several days now. The other one is now going to be day 2. We're going to find out shortly if it goes through or not. But if we lose 2 of them, we're going to be back at 295, which is going to suck. But it's the cost of doing business, folks. It is, but it is very, very, very good program. It allows us to really deliver exceptional services for our clients, and it's simply a great deal for all parties involved. The client, the end user, and also us, the contractor. Amazing stuff. If you guys if you're in the trades, whether you're an electrician, plumber, HVAC, whatever you're doing, a handyman, setting up maintenance plans for your clients is a great way for you to build more value with your clients, but also build more value for your business, which is key in all of this stuff. If I have a business with 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 maintenance plans, you best believe my business has a stronghold in the community and we're a known brand. And that is how you build more relationships with trust, providing exceptional, prompt, professional, courteous, and reliable services to your clients, and just be known for that. I am known in the community for being expensive, but I'm also being known in the community for providing exceptional work. And when I say I'm going to do something, it gets done. And I love having that reputation. I really do. But remember this, folks, you cannot please everyone. And every so often, you'll get one that is doesn't fit well in your clientele Rolodex. It doesn't. I had a particular case this summer. And, we had one bad mistake during that installation that now tarnished the overall experience. And then when something else went amiss, it was our fault. Case in point. This Yelp review with a picture of an outdoor condensing unit. See that? Do you see that, folks? You see how the outdoor condensing unit is leaning forward? Well, let's just say that we thought we did provided exceptional service for this customer, but yeah, just sometimes have to take the punches. So we were hired to replace an outdoor, I think it was a 4-zone Fujitsu outdoor condensing unit that sat on the floor, grade level. Okay. We provided a quote, and in that quote, we were going to supply and install a wall mount bracket like the WBB 300 by Rector Seal and mount that on the wall, elevate it off the ground by about maybe a foot and a half, and then put the new condensing unit on that wall mount bracket. We install it, we vacuum down the system, we dump the charge, and everything works. Well, a few months later, we get a call that the system stopped working. So we go out there and we determine the system's low on refrigerant, and the homeowner says, listen, we're not gonna deal with this now, just fill me up, gas and go, no problem. So approximately $700 later, the fill them up, gas and go. 2 days later, stop working again. So then he calls the original installing contractor, come on, take a look at what's going on here, right? And the original contractor tells him that right there was done by us, right? And we made some kind of coupling here to extend the line set, right? And I'm like, and now he's like, don't walk away, run from this company, run. And this is where we go to the videotape. Now, because it was months previous, I didn't really have that much, but we had pictures. We had pictures of what the unit used to look like, where all of the lines coming down from above and swooping into all the four zone connections on the right-hand side of the condensing unit, right? But now we're elevating it up, right? So now the line says even shorter. But he's insisting that we did this, and then we're hacks, and then we should be ashamed of ourselves, and he wants a refund. I'm like, we didn't do this. The evidence speaks for itself, but he decided to still blast us on Yelp like other people do. And you notice how Yelp only leaves the negative reviews. They don't leave the positive reviews. Someone leaves you a positive review on Yelp, I can almost guarantee that's not staying up there. So that's that. My little Yelp conversation. I had no idea why I started talking about that, but it's all good. Folks, if you're in the Dayton, Ohio area, I'm really looking forward to meeting you. We do have concerns, especially from the call, because it's coming from Tyler. I think they're worried that we're going to have a line forming outside, which may be the case. And they're concerned we're going to break the bank. No, we're not. They're not concerned. I made that up. But they want to give out drink tickets and coupons. I'm telling Penny, Penny, I will pay for it. I don't care, right? It's like, no, Mikey, you're not paying for it. I was like, if we have 100 people who show up, Baruch Hashem, thank God that we have that great of a response. in Dayton, Ohio. Let me tell you something. If there's a line to get into the place to come see me, I'm going to hook all you guys up. I'm already coming with posters. Matter of fact, I probably shipped them down there. I'm already coming with posters. I'm going to tube up about maybe 5 or 10 posters. I'm going to ship them to Penny, and we're going to have them ready for Monday night's meet and greet, where we're going to have some great food, some great drinks, great camaraderie. We're going to have an amazing time together. It's just awesome. And I just pray that everyone can get in. That's my goal. So it's the pre-birthday bash that ACiQ is doing for me. It's amazing, guys. I can't wait. And I really can't wait to share with you the amazing things that we're going to announce on my birthday on Tuesday, March 10th, 2026 at 2 p.m. I am really, really, really looking forward to that. It's amazing. It's amazing how about 13 months ago, I got a random email from Bethany at ACiQ, who's no longer with the company though, but she left on good terms, doing different things. But how a little over a year ago, I got an email from ACiQ, and the first thing I said was, I need to be comfortable installing equipment in my clients' homes, places of work, businesses, etc., right? Because I need to make sure that if something goes wrong, I'm going to have the support from the manufacturer and have the parts readily available. And they assured me we have an incredibly low, well below industry standard failure rate. And guys, wait until we talk about failure rates at the Livestream Q&A on March 10th. Oh my God, you guys are going to be blown away. But that's the first thing I said, and they assured me, guaranteed me that there would not be a problem with that. And sure enough, I have the parts to make repairs if one of our Extreme Plus systems fail. Are you going to get that from Carrier, Train, Lennox, Jiu-Jitsu? Are you getting that? I don't know about you, but I'm done installing other brands, advertising their brand instead of advertising my brand. And that is how you succeed. That is how you become a brand in your community. That is how you build generational wealth. I told you guys yesterday that I grew up in a house where my parents pretended we were poor. Grew up in a 3-bedroom ranch, around 900 square feet, full unfinished basement. Only child, right? Adopted as a child, adopted as an infant, right? Pretended we were poor. For what? So that's my goal in life, is to set up my family for that. The kids, the grandkids. Thank God all my kids are successful. Thank you. Thank God. Baruch Hashem. Amazing. We're going to have some fun on March 10th and most importantly, March 9th. So I'm going to bring tons of Advil and Tylenol in case I got the hangover, but it's going to stay with some probably old fashions. I think the Troll Pub makes a sick old fashioned. Someone, a little birdie, told me so. All right, guys, the sun's coming up here in the great communist state of New York. I hope next time I check in with you that this 297, that first number starts with a 3. We can make it happen. Let's go! Happy weekend. It's Friday. Love you Fridays.